A big shout out to my channel members for supporting my channel. Thank you. Alright guys, so we're going to be doing quite a few things in this video. Hopefully it's not too long. I don't know that I'll be finishing the picture with you guys on camera, but the picture I've chosen is a buddy color with my girl Tammy of Tammy Colors 2. I'll link the channel below. I've chosen the picture and the palette because it's going to go towards the collab hues of 2022 with my lovely friends Sara of Chronic Coloring Down Under, Rhys of Rhys's Coloring. Oh, it'll be linked below, but of course I didn't look. And then of course Jamie of Jamie's Coloring Love. I'm also going to be answering a tag. I was tagged by Anne of Pretty Pages 71, and this tag was created by Disney Meg and Amanda of Amanda Colors. So yeah, lots going on. Hits a lot of different buttons, but we'll get through it. So the picture that Tammy and I are doing a buddy color for this month is this one right here. This is out of Erie's Legends, World Legends or something like that. It's the newest full-size one with the purple spine. And so I thought I would just answer the questions and use some of my paint. I think I'll start with the Derwent Graphitint paint pan set that I have, and then I have the Derwent Inktense. And I do have the 72 count of Inktense pencils, but I'm going to tell you right now, I do prefer the 24 palette of the paint pans because it just works a lot faster for me. So the questions I've got right in front of me, if I seem a little bit scattered, it's just because I'm looking at this, and then looking in front of me. But again, we're just going to do all the things. I do not swatch, so I rely on this right here. I don't prep my paint by adding some water. I've got a brush that's like 1,000 years old, or at least it looks it. I don't care. We're going to do this. And we're going to get what we're going to get. Now, I say that with a little bit of trepidation because I've gotten into situations where the thing we get isn't necessarily the thing I wanted to get, but whatever. All right, so this is Color Your Seasons, a tag by, again, Meg and Amanda. All of the channels I've referenced, I will link in the description box below. So question 1 is, what is your favorite thing to color in season? And for this season, it's autumn, fall, and I do prefer witchy things. That's actually one of my favorite things to color in general. Because I like the artwork on it. Oh yeah, that's not what I was expecting. So yeah, that's my favorite thing, witchy type of things. Now I don't like actually super scary things. I certainly don't watch scary movies or anything like that, but anything like witchy or gothic, I think that's some of the other verbiage that's been used. I do like that style. Question number 2, what are your favorite colors to use on season pages? Well, I do like when I think of Halloween, I think of purples, blacks, and orange. I actually don't do a lot of fall pages. I live in Hawaii. We don't have fall. So I'm never really inspired to color in those colors, but obviously I can do more autumnal colors. But yeah, I do prefer blacks and sparkle purples and orange when I'm doing any of my fall or witchy type pages. That is my go-to. Sometimes I try to step out of my boundaries and just use a different paint palette, or sometimes I just put things on a page and then not realize that's the color it's going to be, because I mean, how would I possibly know how that's going to work? Oh right, swatching. Okay, whatever. I hear you, Doodle. I hear you. All right, question number 3, what is your favorite season scent? I guess it would be like those room sprays or candles that smell like fall, which is basically pumpkin pie. I want some pumpkin pie right now. So I guess that's my favorite fall scent, pie. What is your favorite season decor? All right, I'm going to tell you right now, I am absolutely Scrooge McDuck when it comes to decorating. I love seeing decorated things. I love it. I love seeing things decorated for Halloween, Christmas, whatever. I hate putting up decorations. I hate taking down decorations. So unless we've got little menehunes or leprechauns or elves that are putting that stuff up and taking it down, I don't put it up. So I can tell you I love all seasonal decor, but I can also tell you I'm never going to be the one that puts that stuff up. Yeah, Scrooge McDuck. What is your favorite seasonal food? And I guess for autumn and fall, candy. I actually start looking for Halloween candy like in August because you know it's super fresh. And I'm like, yes, bring all the fresh Halloween candy. That's my favorite seasonal food. I think for like mainlanders, it's probably like soups and stews and your sweater weather, and I'm not bitter at all. But yeah, it's hot or it's humid and hot and whatever. that's not a thing here. What question are we on? What is your favorite seasonal activity? Well, that actually goes with food, and that's eating Halloween candy. I once, here in Hawaii, or at least on the island of Oahu, which is the main island, the most known island, the island that has Waikiki. I went to the pumpkin farm that they have every Halloween, autumn season. Again, hot, humid, hot. That's our seasons here. And I went in as an adult. I didn't have any kids. Me and my dad just drove by one day. I'm like, yeah, let's stop there. It'd be cute for the pictures. Farms smell bad. I don't know why, but I'm already not a fan of the nature, so I wasn't a fan of the smell. And then you had to go and pick your own pumpkin. And there was a hayride full of screaming children. I'm like, why am I even here? Now, granted, I was probably like 40 something with no kids and my dad. So neither of us were really in that frame of mind of, ooh, let's make memories. We're both like, we paid to come in here and we both have so much regrets. So yeah, I don't even know what the question was. Oh, that seasonal activity, eating Halloween candy. I think that's fair. What coloring book you feel best embodies season? I think Erie actually does a really good job of embodying all the seasons. The new doming one that I have, oh no, that's more fairy tales. Let's see. I don't buy a ton of just full-on seasonal coloring books because I am not a seasonal hobbyist. I don't consider myself a colorist because I am not working towards a skill or trying to make anything look beautiful. I just like kind of turning off my brain and playing with color. But yeah, I would say Erie just because of the wealth of different things you can find in any of her coloring books. I can't think of anything else. Maybe Opal. Opal does have some seasonal things in there as well. I'm just looking at my bookshelf right now, so trying to figure that out. But yeah, because I don't buy truly seasonal coloring books, I think those two artists are probably the best bet, at least in my collection. Do you have any seasonal traditions for autumn or fall? No, I don't think we do. When my sister was alive, we would, if we were in the mood, and a lot of times towards the latter part of her life, we weren't, but we would decorate our garage. I was younger then, so yeah. And make it kind of spooky. We'd play some music and then we'd give out candy to the kids. But other than that, no, we don't have any actual traditions. Number 9, do you go on a season vacation and where? I've never actually been on a vacation where I've left my house and I've gone somewhere. I've done a few staycations, but usually there were with jobs. So if I had a conference like in Waikiki, where I live versus Waikiki, it's only like 30 miles, but 30 miles in Hawaii is like 3 days and 2 hours. So I would sometimes, if the hotel prices were okay, I'd actually stay in Waikiki. But other than that, I've never actually taken a vacation. I've never taken a seasonal vacation. For me, whenever I take vacation days, it's just I'm not at work. That's kind of how my brain works. Wow, this is a great tag for you guys. You're welcome. And do you have a favorite seasonal memory that revolves around autumn or fall? I do, but it's kind of a pitiful one. So when I was doing my undergrad work, I had worked on a paper, and I had put a lot of work into that paper, and I had to submit it online, and it was right before Thanksgiving, and I failed. And I didn't fail because the paper wasn't good, because it was good. It was great. It was amazing. It was the earth-shattering, changing life. Words are hard. It's because I uploaded the wrong attachment. But I looked on Thanksgiving, so this must have been between 2001 or 2007, because it took me 7 years to get my bachelor's degree. But I looked online on Thanksgiving Day and had a little bit of a breakdown because I had put so much work into this paper, and I got failed because I made a mistake. And I couldn't understand the injustice of it. And both of my brothers were home at the time, and they were like, "What is wrong with you? It is just a paper." And clearly, they are just mean, horrible men who don't understand the life I've sacrificed. Even now, it just makes me laugh. But at the time, it was so tragic, guys. You would not even believe the number of tears I cried. All right, so that's all I'm going to do with you guys, because there's no more questions to answer. Now, I don't know if Doodle has been tagged, so I'm going to tag you, Doodle. I'm going to tag my friend Andy. This is for autumn and for fall. There's only one question that actually revolves around coloring books, but sweetie, if you're going to do this tag, just do it for your favorite book. And let me tag a third person. I'm going to tag Sara of Chronic Coloring Down Under, because it's still, so I know that Christmas is Christmas wherever you are, but Christmas for her and for me are hot and sunny. So is your fall season now, or was your fall season back in like April? Yeah, I'd love to know your answers, Sara. I know you haven't been feeling well, and that's fine. But if you can, that would be awesome, just to hear what you consider autumn, fall, where you live. I know this was kind of a wash of a video. Coloring and talking during a video is actually quite difficult. Doing anything and talking while you're doing a video is quite difficult. That's the start of it. I actually kind of like it. Maybe I will just stick to this. It's a 12 paint color. I don't have any of the Graphitint paint pencils. I am preferring, I've said this sentence now like 4 times. I've been preferring paint medium. I don't know if preferring is actually a word, but I have been preferring, you know, if you say it twice, it must be a word, using paint mediums just because it's easier on my arm. I've actually been dealing with some shoulder and arm pain for all of October so far. But it's not the direction I thought this was going to go, but I am not mad at it so far. I might actually put some pencil over top, and let's just do a test. Oh, okay, yeah, I don't see any ghosting at all. All right, guys, well, that's it for me for now. If you're interested in what this looks like, I'd definitely check out my completed pages video next month. And as always, aloha.